What's up, adventurers? My name is Platinum Phoenix, and welcome back to Pikmin 2. Last time, we paid off our debt after having a rematch with Empress Bulblax. And this time, we're going to be heading back to the Perplexing Pool to see what all we can get done. So let's go ahead and get started. Mr. President, you've arrived. My scans indicate this planet is still heavily laden with treasure. We shall make Hakate Freight the golden, indisputable king of deep space long-haul freight. Then everyone will be gaudily clad in gold, like me. No, I am unique and beautiful, yes. Olimar, I must ask that you take extreme care so as not to insult or endanger our president. For now, where could Louis be? To be stuck on an uncivilized planet with no food at all. I am concerned. You must waste no time in finding him. So, as the ship just said, there are a few different things now that we have technically completed the game, or the main story of the game. The first is that Louis was left here, so now we have the president as our secondary companion. But to start off this day, I need to grab out, I think 60 blues is what I'm going to do to start out the day. But the next thing that is new, not technically because we finished the game, but because of the dungeon we did last time, the Frontier Cavern, look how fast Olimar runs. But we're going to take these 60 blues and we're going to go over here, and I want to try to take out these water dumples pretty quickly. Hopefully I can take them all out without any of my blues dying. Good. I don't think anyone actually died there. So we need to now take the blues over here, and they are basically just going to be working on this game for a while. And so I need the president now to take 40 blues to round out our 100. Unfortunately, these are all going to be leaves. Okay, all blues with me. A little bit faster. We haven't been to the Perplexing Pool in a couple of days, so the enemies have respawned, so you want to be careful with those shear wigs and avoid them as much as possible. But I am just going to run all the way over here because we broke down this gate several days ago, and we need to just run over here, and there's no real way to do this without approaching this spot. A large rock sits in the reservoir of water. May I interject here? I have been observing the two of you working together. You have been cooperating well. Yet to face the dangers ahead, you must be free of the shackles of a boss-worker relationship. Learn to use X to separate and Y to change leaders. If you can master teamwork, you can overcome any impediment. Yeah, nothing to say about this actual thing that we're doing, just something to say about Olimar working with the president. So they need to work on that. How far is Olimar and his team? But as soon as we break this, it will drain basically this entire lake. Which is very good for us, meaning we don't need to just use blues anymore. And, Pikmin, please. We have better things to do than to deal with the Wally poles. We want to go up here, and we need to deal with this Bloister. This thing is actually called a Toady Bloister, and it can only attack you from the front. So if you're behind it, you're perfectly safe. And you want to throw your Pikmin onto its bulb, because any other damage that you do to it will not actually affect it. And Bloisters are actually pretty slow in general, so this thing should not really be an issue. I'm just apparently terrible at throwing. Come on, we just need to hit the bulb a couple more times and not be in its face. I've given you one instruction, and it's not be in this thing's face. Come on. And we need to kill this Bloister in order to get this treasure. And I think we're just going to take all this stuff back. So we'll take that back, we'll take this back, and we need to put a couple on here to take it back. We're just giving it all to the Blues because the Blues are in control today. And I actually want to deal with the sheer wig that is right here. These specific ones I want to deal with because they are kind of right in the path of where all the treasure and stuff will go. So I don't want it to be... I don't want the sheer wigs to kill my Pikmin, is what I'm trying to say. Olimar, how are you guys doing? You are actually doing well, so let's go ahead and take you guys. And we need to kill some yellow Wollywogs, or one yellow Wollywog. And start throwing again. I'll whistle you guys. And that should be that Wollywog done. That went very well, actually. And I want to take out these water dumples as well. And what is our first treasure of the day? For 80 Pokos, we get an aquatic mine. Which makes sense if you're a fish, I guess, because this is a bobber. Let's go ahead and take out the water dumples. They've eaten a couple of my Pikmin, unfortunately. And next up, I'm going to release you guys. And we need to actually... I'm going to pull out 2 more so that this doesn't sprout any Pikmin. But then I think we're going to put all 42 of these Pikmin away. Actually, I'll put 40 away. Leave these 2 out so I can throw them to Olimar. But I also want to pull out, I think... Gotta wait for the Pikmin to get back. I want to pull out 30 whites. And 10 purples. Okay, I think it only gave me 10 purples. I don't know why it was like, yeah, you can take out 26, man. I want to just give you, like, 5 of these, and then the 2 blue Pikmin. Give you 1 more of those. And before Olimar actually starts working on things, I need to kill some more Wollywogs. Or 1 Wollywog, to be specific, because it's going to be in the way. This one right here is dangerous for where it is. So we need to get our purples. Are you going to attack me? Alright, and attack! Damn it. It definitely killed a white. And with that, I'm gonna move the president slightly farther away so he's safe. And I need these whites to come over here and start digging up this buried treasure. And kill that leaf skitter because we don't need to deal with that. And actually, as soon as it starts getting shown, I'm going to throw the white Pikmin right back up here. I'm sure that 1 blue can go up there too, because we are just going to have the blues go to town on this thing. Because you want to switch out the whites for the blues, because the whites will immediately start to try to go through the water, and you don't want that to happen. Let's go ahead and take out this Wollywog. Thank you. And then I believe there's another buried treasure right here, which will have the whites deal with that one as well. And honestly, I think I'm just going to have the Pikmin start carrying stuff back. because there's no reason not to. Here comes those blue Pikmin. And Olimar, again, I'm just going to have you put 1, 2, and then a bunch on that one, and the last 2 on this one. And then we're just going to run back and grab the president. And actually, I'll dismiss right there and have the president and these purples start digging for nectar while Olimar deals with everyone else. Where are the whites? Have the whites passed me already? Okay, the whites have moved very quickly. I was not expecting them to get back here this quickly. Oh, I forgot blues. Alright, and our magic conch shell is Fortified Decay for 60 Pokos. Go ahead and grab these whites because we are probably going to put them away here shortly. Today has been going very well, actually. Let's go ahead and put away all of the whites that we got out. And I think I'm just going to pull out more blues. And honestly, you guys can just stay right there while I go and rescue these blues that are over here. Because I went ahead and just completely forgot them over here. Alright, how many did I actually leave? Yeah, 17's not a non-zero, or it is a non-zero amount. Alright, what's our onion? Our actual onion, not the Pikmin onion. For 30 Pokos, we get an onion replica. Well, that's not very inspired at all, now is it? But we are just going to bring these blues all the way back over here, and I'm thinking what I want to do is... That's all fine. I'm going to grab all the blues that are here, all 78 of them, and we are going to go over this way. And unfortunately, they are going to move very slowly. And more unfortunately, we have to deal with some shearwigs. Let's see if we can flower some of them. Alright, everyone get some nectar. We want as many flowers as we can get. It'll make our lives easier, at the very least. And actually, we have some dwarf bullbears here. These aren't new enemies, as we've seen them a couple of times before. But they don't actually show up to the Perplexing Pool until day 11, I believe. So, today. Put 15 of you guys on there. That should be enough. And we need to kill a Wollywog. So, avoid and throw. And throw. Try to 2-cycle this guy. We did not. Guys. Alright, I don't think anyone died there. But next up, I actually want to just take out this wall. And this leaf skitter is going to get in the way. The leaf skitter is technically a new enemy. I think we've seen it running around before, but we haven't had any means of actually fighting it. But the leaf skitters are completely harmless. They cannot hurt your Pikmin. So you don't really have to worry about them too much. What you do have to worry about is if you leave a Pikmin idle and a leaf skitter runs by it, it will draw their attention and can lead non-blue Pikmin into the water, which is not great. So now I want to grab the president and these purples. Those blues are going to get back no problem. And we're actually just going to grab all of the rest of the Pikmin here. And now I think that has the max amount. How are you guys doing? If we can get this wall knocked down, by time I need to head back to base, it'll be perfect. We have gotten so much done today. Alright, and we have an optical illusion. Interesting name for a tomato base. This optical illusion actually was changed from the original version of this game. It wasn't always tomato based or basil. So I'll put an image of what it was in the US version. It was always called an optical illusion, but it wasn't the same image. But also, it was only an optical illusion in the US edition of Pikmin 2. In the European edition, it's called an abstract masterpiece. And in the Japanese edition, it's called a yell battery. So, those are all interesting. Also, 140 Pokos for value. And can we... I don't think we're actually going to break this wall completely down by the end of the day, because I need to run back before that sun gets past the second to last bubble. So we're going to give it a little bit more time. Come on, Pikmin! Alright, I think I'm going to call it there. I don't want to risk not being able to get to what I want to do because of a wall, and we can easily break down the rest of that wall tomorrow. Also, what are you guys doing here? Make sure we have all the Pikmin, and we're just gonna run back to base, and we have to switch out what Pikmin we need to bring. Because, honestly, I don't want all these blue Pikmin. Grab the president, grab these 20, and we are gonna put away all 90 blues that are out. Get in the onion. And I think what I want to do is I want to actually grab out 50 yellows. Let's do 50 yellows. And we're getting a hurry up message. I want to do, I think, 30 reds. Come on, everyone. And then I want to do the rest in purple. So 20 purples in total. So, completely leaving blues and whites out of this. We're actually going to run over here real quick and try to get everyone flowered. We're going to cut it close here. Alright, everyone. We need to hurry now. Come on. Oh boy, we're cutting it close. Oh boy. Come on, guys. We need to move faster. Luckily, the dungeon we're going to is right here, so it's not actually that far. But, oh boy, seeing that 10-second timer is always a whole thing. Curse hurts! My sensors are giving out foreboding signals. These signals could very well mean that this hole is filled with wretched, nasty bugs. Vicious, program-terminating bugs. Alright. Well, we made it here with all 100 of our Pikmin. And this is the Citadel of Spiders. AKA nasty, horrible bugs, as the ship put it. But as you can also see, you only need red and yellow Pikmin because there are only fire and electrical hazards. But because we did the whole base day in this episode, I think we're actually going to call it here. So, I hope that everyone enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Next time, we head into the Citadel of Spiders and see what it has holding for us. But until then, happy adventuring.